Captain, we are freezing in the cabin.
Flight attendants prepared for takeoff, please.
Okay, the cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
Good morning, everybody. Sorry it's 1 hour late, but so many things happened here today. It feels like I need lunch already. We've had a whole day's work behind us, eh? Mac, your volume's a bit loud there, sorry.
Sorted.
Thank you. Good morning, Jet Power, Krister, Rob, Geert, Tommy. Apologies, guys. I'm not part of that group flight now because I needed to release fix 19 of the Zibomod, so you guys can all have it on your side if you're not necessarily getting it from the Zebo side. And morning, Jean-Pierre. And then we had a very, very productive, nice meeting about the VA, and you know, a lot of things happened in the background. Yeah, it was just amazing. So I'm an hour late. Apologize, but here we are, and we're gonna have some fun now. So I must just get all my controllers to recognize all my button presses and everything again, and then we'll also be happy. And then Gilbert. Okay, so I haven't done any setup or anything. I've got the batteries running basically. That's it. We're on fix 19. If you haven't received your fix 19, go grab it. I still want to figure out one or two things about this browser component that's now added into the AVI tab, but I'm not going to do that now. Okay, so let's quickly talk business about Zibomod. Zebo obviously picked up on some of the VNAV and level change issues that I've been having, as well as some of the other people. So fix 19 is all about that. Morning, Andrew. We're going to put this thing through its test, through its paces in the test now. So I don't know what I was given. What is my cruise altitude? Let me just quickly go open my OFP.
Say an altitude check would be worthwhile. Going above 35 if you can.
Yeah, okay, so I'm scheduled to go 370 Mac, which should be fine. That should give us a good idea of the climb and the drag and things that happened. You know, let's see if Zebo got that right now. So, Zebo, thank you. We're gonna go high now. We're flying from Edinburgh to Gatwick for those of you holding score. Right, I think I've got most of everything open that I need.
Can I suggest something else? I don't know whether you'll be... you might want to do high rate of climb, take extra fuel, do a high rate of climb. And the reason for that is my thinking is it's not a very long journey from Edinburgh to Gatwick. To get to 37,000, you will probably struggle.
Okay, we'll see what we can do, Mac.
Yeah,
Depends.
In my case, I took 330, and after 5 or 10 minutes, I think I started to descend.
Okay, so we're gonna have to push it a little bit. Okay, we're gonna go for high rate there. Okay, good. So let's see what we can do. The other thing that we can do, obviously, is to just go into a hold once we get up. You know, to just climb further in the hold. Which is basically what I wanted to do last night, and then this thing just didn't want to.
Anyway, just a bit of forward planning and thought.
Yeah, no, appreciate it, okay. Jacob, yes, thank you, Geert, for answering. 19 is available. I released it. That's part of why I'm an hour late, because got surprised with that. Then I had to set up all the torrents and everything again. I'm having a bit of issue with the torrent. It takes... Even though I put everything in place, it takes, like I said to Marco, 23 minutes before it actually even starts to seed. So I don't know why, but anyway, it happens. So it should be running now. Quickly have a look, see. We're using... Who's saying we shouldn't use 8-right Batson? No, nobody cares. Why? Let me just quickly have a look at the real world here. get my edge going. Where's edge now? There. There.
They're taking off south. Yeah, they're using 224.
Okay, I just want to quickly check, then I can change my planning. Yeah. You're welcome, Gilbert.
Real life.
Yeah,
Real
yeah.
life, they're definitely using 24 for takeoff.
Yeah, I see, Mac. There is zero wind, okay, which is why I was querying it to start with, because if there's zero wind, you know, it's worthwhile checking why they would choose one above the other. Andrew, we had a bit of a chat, me and Linda. Let's see if it works for her, you know, if she listened. We'll see today.
See what Gatwick's doing.
I just realized that my screen, I can actually drag these things a little bigger. Right, so, oh, no, that's the wrong one. Navigraph, that's what I want to put up now. I'm going to follow the...
Gatwick is using...
24.
Well, Gatwick is using 08 for arrivals.
But why would they do that? There, where's my thing now? I'm looking live at them. Oh, they are. They're using 08. I swear, the way I looked at it, it said 24 earlier. My bad. My bad. Look at that. It is. 08 right is for arrival. So the guy there at Watson made a boo-boo. It is 08 right. Thank you, Mac. Thanks for double checking. Go back to the plan. Here you go. Back to normal. I'm using xEnviro. I want to use xEnviro as much as possible because I'm still stress testing this rig now with this different driver of AMD. So I want to see what this thing does. So far, so good. Right, okay. We don't need to export that. We've got that. Then let's quickly have a look. See. ILS information. 1109. Sierra. I'm using a different mouse today, and can you believe it? I'm struggling to get used to it. I gave my other mouse to my son this morning because his one broke. Now I'm using one of my old backups, and it's so different. Wow. Sierra. So that takes care of it. It could be that your QNH is just wrong, Gilbert. That's why I had the mini heart attack the other day when Zebo explained to me how Explain does the weather now, because they're literally confusing people, or I don't know whether you actually followed, the instructions, but in your descent forecast page, you have to have the correct QNH to get to the correct altitude. And then you need to step through your legs page and make sure that you've got the correct altitudes. And then lastly, as you're flying, you're going to have to, depending on which version of VNAV you use your speed brake or your speed to keep on the path, so it could be code, you're right, but those are the basic things I would think about if I were you. Let's work through a system, because I haven't had that yet. I'm obviously not using that system that gives you two different QNH values. It's stupid. So with me, I get what I get, and so far I've been happy. Okay, I'm going to have to take some more sticky tape or something and fix this thing. Hold on. Every single time I press my buttons on my Alpha, it just doesn't work. I need to continuously touch the wire. How long that will last? I tried. Okay. So Gilbert, then I don't know. If I see it, maybe you were just, not managing the energy. I don't know. It's very difficult to say. It could also be, like you said, the code. I don't know. Let me tell you something else that me and Zebo discussed, right? When I did the test flight, that long 3.5-hour one on Friday night, or when was it? When did we do that? Shit. Yeah, Friday night. When we did the circuit at Porto, the level up with the fix 17 from Zebo, lost the plot. It lost the LNAV completely there at one waypoint. And then we tested it with 18. It didn't replicate it. Now we've got 19. It's probably still not going to replicate it. But then how do you explain what happened there? Because, it's a fluke. At some point in time, the aircraft just didn't want to follow the line, and we've never been able to recreate it. So I said to him this morning, I'm just going to disregard it then, because, it seems it's fixed. It's weird. Things like that does happen. If it is reproducible, if you can get the parameters to us and we can reproduce it, we can fix it. But if it's a once-off, just a fluke, it's really, really, really impossible to fix it. Just keep your eye on it, and then if you can reproduce it and it's a huge problem, like I say, we'll fix it. It's what we do. Zebo's the man. I'm not familiar with it, Jacob. That is between Zebo and Twixter. And once they tell me how it works, I'll know how it works. I hear the buzzwords and I just don't have time to investigate everything. Yeah, Tommy, nothing we did. We even tried to go direct to the next waypoint. It took us like almost probably 5 attempts for the aircraft to actually listen to us and to turn back on that magenta line. It's like the LNAV at that point, it just switched off, you know, which is funny. And we struggled to get it back. We got it back. It was working. Thanks, Jacob. Oh, no, it's weird. It's something that I don't, you know, experience ever. And then all of a sudden it just happens out of the blue. And in real world, it's raining here by us again. Wow. Now is 08, right? Well, transition. Okay. Need to just go check where all these waypoints are. Mid. Where on earth is this mid? I don't see it. There's Galida. Okay, got it. Okay. Seem to have matched it. Yes, Kev. Yeah, we crazy flight simmers. Eh? We love situations like that. You must check my landing at EGPH last night. Eh? It was lovely. Oh, you know what? It wasn't EGPH. The landings we did was at Porto. Go check that. Yeah, that last stream. All right, so I'm going to pick one of these guys later on in the flight Mac. We'll make them, one of them, we'll make a hold and we'll make sure we get to the 370. Right.
Ready for pre-flight procedure.
Right, we'll let the loading happen. That's understandable, exactly, Jacob. You're right. Thanks, Gilbert. Yeah, that's a nice little flight. Right, while we are waiting.
Ground to flight deck. I can now see where you want to go. Just call me through the menu when you're ready.
41%. $37. 200. Yeah, that's fine. That, dear Jacob, is something you need to speak with Twixter about.
Ground to flight deck, the tug is driving up.
Some doors are still opened or the GPU or the ASU are still connected. I'm waiting for all of them closed and disconnected, then I will proceed.
Yeah, the weather at Gatwick looks interesting. And I tell you what, our real world weather here with all the rain is causing some havoc here as well. And my cat is very, very annoyed because she can't go outside now. Put it on the bus.
Okay, Captain, all doors and hatches are closed. We're ready to connect.
Right, let's see, Linda. Before start procedure.
Before start procedure. Before start procedure complete. Ready for before start checklist.
The dome's
Yes, she
connected
comes.
and the bypass pins installed.
Come.
Release parking brake.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're commencing pushback.
I know,
Start engine
Tommy.
sequence.
And now she's on my lap, so I'm going to do my best to taxi and fly this plane. If you just waited 5 minutes, my baby, it would have been so much easier. Yeah, absolutely. It's a new one, that. Start number 2 engine. Morning, Magnus.
Starting number 2 engine.
This weather engine is just getting better and better and better. I'm telling you, this xEnviro is magnificent. And the one I'm flying is an alpha model, by the way. So if you see any discrepancies, we know it's being worked on. It's really early model.
25N2.
Right, I'm just going to let it motor again for a while because, again, the way I shut down, unfortunately, my fuel cutoff levers were open. So by now that engine is flooded a little bit. Just going to let it
Ground to
burn.
fly deck, the pushback's complete. Set parking brake. We're disconnecting the tow. Stand by.
There you go, Magnus. We are. So, you know what, Jacob? That's a good reason to buy it now. That's a very good reason. Go get it now.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, Wycliffe. How are you?
Not feeling too good at the morning.
Oh, that's not good.
Bit of a bad tummy.
Ow. Hope you feel better soon, man.
I've taken the drugs and a cup of coffee. We'll see.
Yeah, yeah.
Starter cutout.
Those
Start
disconnected
number
flight
one
path
engine.
has been removed. Hand signals to the right, and we'll see you next time. Have a safe flight.
Hey,
Cheerio.
now. Now the cat wants to play. She's bitten me now. Hey, sugar away now. Start number one engine. Every time I want to touch my
Start
mouse.
Number 1 engine.
Yeah.
N2. Starter cutout. Engine start procedure complete.
I need to figure out what her story is, guys. Just give me a second, because every time I put mine on my mouse, it bites me. Huh? Before taxi procedure.
Before taxi procedure.
Backup, it's 49 supposed to
Ready
be.
for before taxi procedure.
49.99 on
before
special.
Taxi procedure complete. I am ready for before taxi checklist.
Ek weet nie wat wil jy hê nie. Jy maak my mal. I just had to put it on the floor. Every time I touch this mouse, she bites me. I don't understand cat that well. Maybe I'm doing something wrong.
You should know, Nico, that you don't own a cat. They just deign to live with you.
Yes, yes, yes. And if I was small enough, she would have eaten me. Or if she was bigger, she would have eaten me anyway. You know, I know those stories, but sometimes she's funny. She obviously wants to play now, right? But it's the wrong time. I need to focus on something else. Right, so there's that. There you go. I think we've got everything. Let's go.
Horizontal stabilizer trimmer not set for
Just
takeoff.
to let you know, Nico, you're not broadcasting to Discord.
Yeah, I'm a bit scared. I'll switch it on, but when I get into that VRAM pressure state, I'm gonna have to switch it off. So let's see. There, it's on now. Yes, you got me good. Got a couple of nice scratches on my hand now. It's silly cat. Tommy, not right now. I'm too scared of ATC. When I'm in the air, I might actually connect. I don't want to connect now, and then I have to go through the whole IFR clearance and all those things. Morning, Bremen radar. I just want to get out of here because I'm so late already.
Cabin crew, take your seats, prepare for takeoff.
Before takeoff procedure.
Before takeoff procedure. Before takeoff procedure complete. Ready for before takeoff checklist.
Right, we've got flaps 5 green light. We've got transponder on. Cabin is secure. Alright, lights, camera, action. Let's go.
Approaching 2-4.
Runway 24 confirm.
On runway 24.
Excellent, Crester. That is really good news. Let's go.
Stabilized.
Okay.
Takeoff thrust set. 80 knots. Throttle hold. V1. Rotate. Positive rate. Acceleration altitude. Flaps 1 set.
Yeah, enjoy jet power. Alright, there's flaps up.
Flaps up and set.
Yeah, you guys must just remember it's Windows only, eh? Not Mac, not Linux yet. I don't know if there are any plans of ever going there, but just be careful, eh? Okay, gotcha, Magnus. That's awesome. That's really awesome.
Transition altitude.
Right, we need to wait a little bit. We've got altitude restrictions. So at altitude restrictions, you can't go to standard. Then you're going to bust the altitude and you're going to end up on the red carpet. I know. That is an option. Right, so at Craft, I've added a hold. And we can use that to actually climb. Because otherwise we're going to really run out of space to climb. We've got a very short, yeah, it's a small margin to reach the 3.7, then you're going to have to dive again. So, no, we'll just use that to make sure we actually get there. And in actual fact, I'm just going to go altitude intervent now. Let's actually go and do this thing, climb. Let's not waste time.
One problem was doing the climb on the hold, and that was your speed.
Yeah, I know, but we'll manage the speed. That shouldn't be a problem.
I should just vector off and come back again.
Yeah.
So pop in and say hello to everybody.
Morning.
Good morning, John.
Morning.
I take it you landed, John?
Yeah, I was first out, first in. What's new?
Oh, I can tell them, but I don't think I will.
You must have been up with luck then.
I was up at 4 this morning.
Good grief.
I don't sleep overly well.
Yeah, I'm
been a busy man. That's
I normally get 6 hours sleep, but last couple of days I've had 9. It's crazy.
Nice. Look at this new clouds.
Mind you, you were missing Nico's flights last night.
I was busy.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, we had a chat, Mac. I told him I was going to stream because I don't like being whipped every time I forget to tell him, you know. So.
Those clouds look fantastic.
Yeah, it's these new xEnviro clouds. This is part of this new version. Wow.
It's quite impressive.
Very.
That looks sharper.
Yeah, it depends on altitude and formation, it seems, because yesterday morning at one point in time, you could see the plowed lands, you know, you could see the actual lines and everything. So it all depends on where you are, what clouds it gives you and all, and that's all part of the stuff, you know, they're working on. But I can tell you one thing, it's flipping impressive compared to what we know. Wow.
That's more impressive than what I felt we looked at today ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just wanted to say hello to everybody.
Thank you.
Yeah, no
John.
problem, John. Enjoy your rest of your day if you're not sitting with us.
Yeah, you too. I might be on later.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Is the settings panel the same, Nico, for xEnviro? Or
I
has it
haven't
changed
even,
with this
I
update?
haven't looked. Let's have a look, see. It looks the same. But with this one, you now get the radar that you can see on the ND. That needs to be refined as well. The clouds need to be refined and all. Like Magnus said there on the stream, this isn't even refined yet. This is just the new raw ones, you know. And
yeah, this is very early pre-alpha.
there you go. Hello, Magnus.
Hello.
Yeah, I mean, it looks astounding. I can't wait to get all of that and put that on the channel.
Absolutely.
Welcome.
And
you mentioned earlier.
Changed.
Is there any idea as to how long we wait before this might be released as an update version?
Oh, I have a standard answer for that.
I can guess.
Yeah, we plainly do not give out ETAs.
So this is still alpha, is it, rather than beta?
Yes.
Well, it's not. It's test versions. It's,
yeah, fair enough.
As raw as you can get it, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I see you mentioned earlier that it's reduced price at the moment.
Yeah. Well, the features that we're reintroducing are the ones that we had to remove when we went to Explain 12. Once they are back in place, then we'll go back to original pricing.
No, that's back, you know, very fair with us.
Yeah.
Are you testing it against the proposed changes to Explain Weather yet? Do you have access to that information yet or not?
We don't care about Explain Weather.
Okay.
Because we changed everything. We replaced everything.
Basically override. They blanket the explain stuff out completely, Mac. So it's
Yeah,
irrelevant
fair
to them. Tommy Magnus just actually said, I don't know if he was just too soft that you guys didn't hear him, but he actually said they don't give out ETAs for the release. It could be a month, it could be 6 months. You know, when it's ready, it's ready.
Oh, I really don't hope it's 6 months.
No, we all hope it's not 6 months, but I'm saying, you know, just in fairness.
Yeah, shit happens. The past is proof of that. I've had some unbearably long update cycles, but that's mainly because of private matters that plainly just interferes with development, both work-wise or family-wise, or you name it.
No, absolutely. Yes. Okay, there's a question here. When xEnviro moves the screen, the clouds move together. I don't know what you mean. I've got no idea.
Quality sliders.
What?
But if you have a good graphics card, you can put everything on ultra. Like everything above 70 should be fine to put on ultra.
Yeah, okay, because my stuff is all running on ultra. So that could be it, okay? I don't know.
But if you move the screen fast, it will hang a bit. That's just the nature of rendering the whole atmosphere.
Gotcha. Well, to be honest, I don't have it right now, so I'm happy.
No, that looks fine on your screen.
Yeah. I found that the AMD driver that was released in September actually works. The one in August and the one in December. Rubbish. Can't use it. It just crashes me out the whole time. This is now the September version, and as you can see, I can at least fly a little bit. I keep on saving my flights just in case, but you get the idea.
I know something I was going to mention, Nick. You know you were going to look at the NVIDIA graphics cards.
Yes.
Just make certain you get 16 gigabyte VRAM one, not 12.
Mac, if my finances can reach there, I'll do that. But what I said yesterday is I have an offer on the table for cheap for a 3070 Ti just to get me out of the dwang. Okay. Then I also know that there will be a stock dump by the suppliers because of the 5 series getting released. So tomorrow morning, first thing, I want to find out if I can maybe get on that bandwagon and grab a 4070 Ti or something similar, you know, just because of the stock dump.
Make certain it's 16 gigabyte.
I'll try.
If you go for 12 gigabytes, you might find yourself running out.
Okay, well, Mac, it all depends on what's available. That's the only other crap story. You know, it's part of...
And the clearance channel for the 400 series is not very big.
Yeah.
I can tell you that now. There's very few 4,000 cards in stock.
Yeah, I've seen one of the big suppliers here don't have stock anyway. Okay, already. They're out. But I want to hear from the importers. You know, I've got access to some of the importers.
Yeah, the importers have just about cleared their stocks.
Yeah, on your side, but fortunately we're in Africa. Anything's possible here. We will find out tomorrow. We'll hear. Then the other thing is, in terms of pricing, if the guys know already in terms of pricing what the difference will be between a 4 and a 5 series, it might be worthwhile save another month or two and just wait for the 5 series. As long as I can do my work, there's no point in me not being able to do my Zebo and level up and xEnviro work on my system. If I can't do my, you know, if I can't bring my value to the table, then obviously I'm going to have to, you know, take drastic steps. But as long as this thing works, I'll rather save a little bit more.
The 5080 is 16 gigabyte VRAM, but faster.
The card I've got is a 4080 with 16 gig on, which
awesome.
runs at 2610 megahertz, and it's more than enough. Yeah, you'll be able to do everything you want to do. I didn't even know the Series 5 was on its way.
Yeah, it's about to drop end of month.
30th in our country. It's released on the 30th of January. The FE versions and some of the others might be available.
Morning, Matt. Mac?
There's still an NDA on testing at the moment.
Well, listen, while I've got you here, what's the big difference apart from heat when you talk about a 2-fan versus a 3-fan graphics card?
Dissipation. Because the consumption of electricity on the new cards is greater than the existing ones. If you're running a game that runs the video card at 100% majority of the time, then you'll use more power. So the dissipation. There is talk that some of the 5090s may have 5 fans on them.
Oh my goodness.
My card's got 3 fans on it, and the only time I hear the fans is when I'm rendering a video on DaVinci. That's the only time I hear the fans.
The thing is with X-Plane 12, for example, you're not using DSL4, you're not using the frame generation, you're not using some of the features of an NVIDIA card. So, and because X-Plane 12 is also CPU intensive, the 590 compared with current CPUs, it'll be CPU that causes the bottleneck.
One thing you can think about, Nico, is for the graphics cards, the more fans it has, usually it has more heatsink. So it takes also longer for the fans to even kick in.
Yes, no, that's true. I just wanted to hear a little bit more about it because about 2 weeks ago or so, maybe 3 weeks, it was now in December somewhere, I noticed that there were quite a few 2-fan 4070s floating around here. And they were reasonably priced compared to the 3-fan ones.
Yeah, I pay extra for having better cooling.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree.
The better it also performs, because it is actually it is usually heat limited.
Yes. I'm with you.
Max out and until it reaches a heat point.
What you've got to do a comparison with is if your CPU temperature is equal to your graphics card. In many cases, when you're running a graphics card, if you've got a 2-fan one, you probably find the graphics card is not going to last as long as the CPU.
Yeah.
Another thing is to look for the warranty terms as well.
Yes.
So if you're paying $600 for a graphics card, you want at least 2 years, preferably 3 years warranty.
Yeah, absolutely, man. So, anyway, I've got homework to do. That's the bottom line. And for those of you that were paying attention while you're listening, I just switched xEnviro off. I was getting that pressure on my VRAM. So I just switched it off. I let it slide a little bit, make sure it gets stable, then we can switch xEnviro on again. But clearly, this AMD situation is a problem for me, you know, and it's not xEnviro's fault. It's literally just the interaction between X-Plane and AMD at this point in time, you know, how they operate together. And it's a bit of a pain in the backside, which is why I'm prompted to look at upgrading and going back to NVIDIA, you know. So there you go. Just showed its ugly head again, yeah.
Yeah. Take it you're hunting the VOR, right?
Appears to be Mac. It's the VOR just on the south west of Gatwick that is tuned in the radio. Don't know if there are any in the area or if it will see it that far, but anyway, that is what's tuned. So
well, at this altitude, it's a high-powered one, so I would say yes, quite likely.
Yeah. Could be. Right, we're going to enter into this hold because look, we just did not make the 370 mark. Okay, so we're just going to. I've gone back to economic climb that we had before. I had the max rate climb quite a bit to try and get there, but you know, it's still climbing. It is not climbing. Okay, there's another problem now. We've just changed the whole weather dynamic. So it's not climbing at a mega rate, but it's at least climbing. You know, we're not dead in the water here like we used to be. So
right. The last night's observation was when he released 17 or whatever it is, the last version.
18.
He improved it up to 35,000, but beyond 35,000 it struggled again.
Okay. Okay, we'll have a look just now, Mac.
Yeah.
I mean, it's climbing at 600 foot per minute, which is kind of a little low for me. But again, I don't have the tables here. I can't verify that it's true or not. It just feels a little bit low, but maybe I'm biased. I don't know.
What's your weight? What's the optimum cruise level in your FMC?
Uh, 3.8 Mac.
Right, so you should be able to climb at normal speed up to 3.8.
Yeah.
So 37 shouldn't be posing. See, look at your climb rate now, Nico.
Yeah.
Well, it's gone back up to 1,000 now.
So currently I'm at 64.4 ton. That's something else to just keep in mind.
Yeah, still, it's heavyish, yes.
Yeah.
But that's why I said check your optimum flight level, because that will take your gross weight into account.
Yeah, look, we've almost died now. We're almost not climbing.
Yeah.
Departing the fix, there's only one reason you would have a problem capturing the ILS, and that's if you didn't set up your X-plane correctly. Notwithstanding that fact, I am using 08 right very definitely, as in the real world. When we did our planning, that's what they were using. So I'm just, yeah, Antonio, the climb is very low, very, very low.
So really you're confirming what was reported in the Discord last night.
Jose, good morning.
Nico, can you leave that hold and vector out and come back again? Because in the turn you'll lose lift anyway.
Yeah, sure we can.
just go ahead and direct and...
Yeah, we will. We just want to get control back of this stupid alpha yoke.
Okay.
Departing the fix in X-Plane, in the general settings tab, there is a setting called disabled downwind ILS. The moment you tick that box, you screw yourself. You must never tick that box. You should never disable your downwind ILS, because what X-Plane thinks is downwind and what really is downwind is sometimes two things. It's different things. And then what happens is the Zebo cannot find the signal. There's no ILS for it because X-Plane disabled it, you know, based upon your selection. So you need to stay away from that box. Untick the box. Do not ever disable the downwind ILS. Oh, Mac, this thing is hardly climbing. Look. And this is definitely 19. It's hardly climbing.
I would suggest that that's an observation we could make to Zibo.
Yeah, no, I'll tell him. Definitely. My system is really struggling right now, guys. If it bombs out, just hang tight. I'll reload with the saved flight and then we'll continue again. But the memory on this VRAM is really acting up. I can hear in the sound. You should be able to hear it as well. We get a lot of interruptions now, and that's usually the indication that it's about to crash. I don't know what the default setting is. That's why I put it into the Zebo install guide so you guys can read up on it. I don't know what default is, but very definitely if that thing is on, you're going to have a problem with ILS. Yeah, there's the interruption again. My frames are now down to 19 frames anyway. It's really struggling. This is going to go and then it's gone. One, two, three, 4, 5. Back now to save 2 flights. Because one could be corrupt. You don't know which one it is. So if you save twice, then you've got a better chance of recovering your flight day. There's 37 creeping up now, Mac.
Yeah, I mean, it should have got up there.
Easy.
Easy, yeah. Yeah, I should start the descent back down to 35. You can take the pressure off.
Oh, Mac, you know, let's quickly see. We've got 64 nautical miles per top of descent. I don't have to descend. I can start setting up quickly. And then we'll just let the aircraft do its thing.
Okay.
If I can just make it there, I'll be very happy. But with all the interruptions and my very low frame rates, I don't know, man. We'll see when it bombs and what happens. Very disappointing, actually. That's really struggling now, eh? Yeah, it's a bit of a problem now because I can't really use the QNH now because I don't know what it is. It's probably all set to standard. Magnus, when we switch off the xEnviro, does it all just go back to 1013 all over, or what do you think what happens? I don't know. Wouldn't know what the current QNH would be. Okay, we'll check it when we get closer.
You mean what the value would be from the
Yes.
or
Yes. Yeah, what the value would be in the sim.
Well, that depends on where you are and what the value is there, I guess.
Yeah, I suppose. When I get closer to Gatwick, I'll have a look, see what happens there. I was supposed to do this first.
Maybe you'll do a loop-de-loop.
Yeah. Barrel roll. We'll make it spectacular.
We'll find out real weather, what it currently is. Gatwick.
Here you go, Antonio. Here's TD coming into view. Look at our speed. And then it crashes. Sorry, it's just crashed. I'm just waiting for it to die now.
1040 at Gatwick anyway.
Thank you.
Currently.
No, I can see all what it's supposed to be. Hang on. There, the aircraft's actually moving again. Luminek.
Turn off your Discord stream, Nico, just to save yourself.
Yeah, let's quickly get some pressure off. You're right. I said we can do that, so let's do that.
And in cockpit, turn off the WRX as well on your co-pilot side.
There's no WRX, it's just it's a terrain.
Oh, right. Turn terrain off as well.
Off, yeah. Try and keep it lean.
Yeah.
Visibility at Gatwick is terrible.
I believe so.
Yeah, and it's showing snow on the ground, but I don't believe we have snow.
Antonio, xEnviro is now writing to the file, and Zibo is now reading the xEnviro file now. So I believe it will show whatever the last recorded was. It's not necessarily that it will show current. So what I'll do is when we get closer to Gatwick, I'll get the actual QNH from the X-plane map just to match it up. Bloody thing is working on my nerves. Zebo is using the LR API, but when you use xEnviro, Zebo has also now made it so with, working together with xEnviro, that they interact now with each other as well.
Approach top of descent.
Hello, Nico.
Hey, Laurie, how are you?
Fine, and you?
Good, good. Nice to have you back.
Yeah, did you have a nice holiday?
Yeah, it was just as short as always, man.
Oh, that's the trouble with holidays, eh? Always
Yeah. I'm sorry to hear about your loss, man.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's part of being human, huh?
Yep. Yeah, I suppose. Are you back home now? All good?
I am,
Otherwise?
yes, yeah. Yeah, I'm back
Okay.
now, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, there's the descent starting.
Are you flying into Gatwick? Are you doing the same star and approach?
As is published, yes, in my flight plans, yes.
Okay, why don't you stream it, because I want to see if you have a similar problem to what Neil and I had.
I can try again, but I just switched the stream off because of my VRAM issue. Let's try again. Okay. I keep on getting to the very edge of bombing out, it seems. So every now and then I do save my flights. Let's see how far we get. What issue did you pick up? What did you have? Yes, Gabe, there you go. Flight level 200 at DISIT. Louis, what problem did you have?
Sorry, I'm talking and not pushing the
button.
Push the talk button. I'm saying the problem is when you've got to be at 7,000 feet when you get to Willow, and then from Willow, it's quite a steep descent, and it's impossible to control the speed. You go right up. I went right up to nearly 290 indicated airspeed from Willow,
Okay.
and I was at about below 220 at Willow.
Okay.
Anyway,
okay.
yeah.
Okay, let's see what happens.
I'm just going to go upstairs and tell Neil he might want to also come and follow you.
Yep.
Nico, are you going on to 26 left at Gatwick?
08, right.
Yeah, according to the chart, you're supposed to leave Willow at 4,000 feet. Just having a quick look.
Yeah, not 7,000.
Yeah.
He's watching you on YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the chart, the initial approach charts for 26 left and 26 right, it's the same. Actually, you wouldn't use 26 right.
Yeah, 26 left.
So yeah, 26 left, 4,000 feet at Willow.
Yeah.
That's if you're in the hold. So 4,000 down to 2,000, which is capture for the ILS.
Yeah.
But we're using 08 Gatwick,
Right.
aren't we?
Yeah. But Mac, let me share my screen a bit different here for you. I'll show you what I can see. Change the window. Screen 1. I'll just put it here for the guys on YouTube as well. So this is your initial approach, and this is what Wycliffe is talking about. There it clearly tells you need to leave Willow at 4,000. So you need to be at Willow at 4,000, which means we need to go and check.
Yeah.
We will be at Willow at 4,000 there. It's even got a star. I didn't do the altitude compensation, not necessary now. But there it tells you need to be at 4,000. So we'll keep our eye on it.
Well, that's interesting because if you look at and you can look at my screen, if you look at the
yeah, go on, Laurie.
Sorry, if you look at the Navigraph chart, it clearly says you've got to be at 7,000 at Willow. If you look at my screen now.
We go check that chart. Which is that chart? What's the chart number?
The chart is that.
Go look at the top in the middle. What's the chart number? Because I don't have that one.
C1. This is from Navigraph.
Okay, no, but hang on a second. I see, I've got it here. Max 220 flight is 070. I wonder, this is for, what do they call this bloody chart? This is, DISIT 1 Golf. DISIT 1 Golf.
And my FMC mirrored this chart.
Mine didn't. Mine is set up. It shows me the normal ILS chart.
I can't even find that chart in my Navigraph.
No, I found it. It's here. It's definitely here. Can you see it on my screen?
I'm looking at Laurie's screen at the moment.
Yeah, okay, but I've got the same thing. The only thing is, this is strange. So DISIT, okay. This might be completely technically incorrect what I'm saying now, but just bear with me. DISIT is obviously the star. Your approach now works differently. If you go down to your approach, or where's the initial approach? It's got the actual altitude. It says there's 4,000, there's mandatory 3,000, you know, and it steps you down into it.
That I think that chart is 7,000 into the hold, isn't it?
It could be, and then you need to descend into the, you know, down to 4,000 in the hold. Because this obviously leads into this, which means that if you don't have the hold, you shouldn't be at 7,000, you should be at 4,000, because you need to leave Willow at 4.
Right, if you look at the bottom left-hand corner of the DESIC chart, bottom left-hand corner, yeah, there, you'll see the hold, the Willow hold, and your maximum flight level is 150, and minimum is flight level 70. You would probably go around again down to 4,000 to leave Willow at 4.
Yes.
That would be my guess.
Yeah, and this is the same at Abbott at EGSS. You have to descend in the hold. You have to descend in the hold so that you get to the right thing. Now, the thing is, by default, we're not going to have a hold programmed there. So unless you program a hold, I would skip it and I would go to this chart, because this is the actual continuing descent, or continuous descent.
I mean, ATC would put you in the hold, and they would descend you. They would put you in at whatever flight level they want. Yeah. Down to 7,000, and then they would be telling you to go down to 4,000.
Yeah.
For the cap, for the exit.
Yeah, that makes sense. Now, if we go back to my legs page.
But only if they had stack of aircraft.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I used to be a controller on VATSIM C3 controllers, so yeah. So, but
just
Southwest and what have you.
Christer, I understand that Zibo doesn't recognize the descent in the hold, but this is why I never programmed the hold. I went for the continuous descent, and there you can see I never changed this. This is just how my Zibo saw it. So the question would be, how did Laurie and Neil program it that they actually got the 7,000 and not the other one? Laurie?
I don't know.
You just do it like always?
I just do it like always.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Because I didn't change anything, and by listening to you, you didn't change anything, but we clearly got two different versions.
Yeah, and what happened was that as it approached Willow, it kept ascending a little bit and then descending and then ascending. It wasn't like a constant descent. So I was at 7,200 feet, about 3 miles, I think, from Willow.
Well,
and then it started to climb a little bit,
Okay.
It was just like strange. Maybe I should do it again and see. I mean, maybe, I don't know.
Try it. Try just fly a circuit there. You don't have to go far. Or come from EGCC.
Just going back to the initial approach chart, if you let me get the number up, if I can. Where are
21-1. 21-1.
Or 21-2 is the one I want to look at.
Okay.
You'll see the hold there. You'll see the hold, and it says leave Willow at 4,000 on the hold.
Yes. Yeah.
Anyway, there we go.
Yeah. Well, on 21-1.
We didn't read the charts properly, clearly.
Yeah.
We all do it, Laurie.
yeah, we all make the mistake sometimes.
Oh yeah. And I've been on VATSIM for 20 years, and I still make mistakes.
Yeah, but Christer.
Tell you now.
Mac, give me a second. Christer, the initial, or let me put it this way, the star says mandatory 7,000 at Willow. The very next chart tells you that there is a hold that takes you down to 4,000, okay? And if you did not recognize that in your planning, you won't know. You wouldn't know that, and that's what we just figured out now. You need to read the charts in sequence and see how they follow on top of each other. That's the key.
Right, for those that want to look further into it, if you go to flight radar and look at flight number FR116, got a Ryanair aircraft who's flying your approach, and at Willow he's probably about 6,000 feet. He's doing a straight in descent with no hold.
Okay. Hi. Sound is warning me again. Yeah, it's interesting doing flight planning. And I mean, we all flight simmers. I didn't check this, I must be honest. So there's no point in me saying, some flight simmers don't check these things. I didn't check it. Mine just happened to have the correct planning. And this is now what's tickling me, because what did Laurie do different to me? Why did he get the one version and I got the other version? Because I didn't force it or anything. I'm wondering, Laurie, did you actually put the Willow transition in your approach? did you actually enable the willow transition?
Yes.
Okay, because I was wondering maybe that would be it.
Don't
Okay,
know
well,
where Willow is specifically on that map, but
Willow is literally almost a beam to runway 08 right to the south.
Did you not put the willow transition in, Nico?
No, I did. I did. If you look at my screen, you'll see I did put it in. And this is or was my guess that maybe you didn't put the willow transition in, and that's why it didn't adjust the altitude. But I did. It's going to be something small.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just going to be something small that I did that you didn't do, and it's different. Now, Abbott, there at EGSS Stansted, that one I know from ever and ever, it's full of nonsense. So that one I usually manually edit. But this one I didn't even realize. You just told me that there's a problem. I didn't know.
Because you see, you sit at 15,000 feet for a while, and then you go down.
Yeah, there's your descent from 15, yes. And then it starts taking it out.
7. Yeah.
Look, let's have a look, see how the Zebo interprets it here on my screen. Let's just see what it does, because it might still, catch a bubble somewhere in the line. But there you can see, look, Willow, 4,000. It's a hard-coded altitude, hard restriction there. And I didn't do this. This is all automated, so ons gaan nou sien. Mohammed, it is because of the excess stress on the VRAM. It's really struggling on the VRAM. Did you do a cold weather what's the thing? Don't know what that is, Scotsman. That's something you know that I don't know. You can explain that to me if it's not too rude, because I don't know how to interpret that one. No, correction. Okay, listen. No, I did not. I didn't. Yeah, in South Africa, when it's very cold, we say it's lion cold. That's the first thing I thought of when you were talking like that.
I was sat on the ground at Gatwick, and my windows have iced up, so it's pretty damn cold.
Yeah.
Meta is positive at the moment.
Check.
I've got -2 on the Meta here, Mac.
No, sure, it's positive when I look at flight radar.
I think they need to check what the sim says, Mac. The problem is that I don't have any weather enabled right now because of this VRAM problem, Scotsman.
Oh, sorry, no, it's -2. Sorry, currently -2.
Yeah,
Problem.
-2 back to sky.
I don't know if I'm all good because I don't know what the hell the weather is doing, Scotsman.
It's fog. Currently 4,700 visibility, and you've got fog down to 100 feet.
Yeah, I won't see it, Mac. You know what? Let me save this flight and then I'm gonna try and enable xEnviro again. If it bombs, we'll reload without it, you know? Make a plan.
So I see 1030, but it's 1040.
Yes. 1040. And that was issued 50 minutes ago, was the last meta.
Yeah, it's 1040 here as well now. Alright, well, there you go. xEnviro is re-enabled. Let's see what it does. Let's see what it does. 040, 100%. See over here, you've got a TD for 4,000, so it knows about that. The way it's been set up for me. Yes, we're going to do Cat 3. Definitely, I think. I don't think we're going to do anything else. EGKK light slope, it's fine. Oh, look at these clouds. I'm in love with these clouds. Night vision, it could be onto you, but we've also picked up that the climb from flight level 350 up isn't that great. That's the only problem we found with it this far this morning. Okay, so
Flight
we're still
level
testing.
100. Landing lights switches on.
Ah, there's that stutter again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah.
Stop your Discord stream, Nico.
Mac, I'm not really worried right now. We're so close. If it bombs, I'll restart. Don't worry about it. Let you guys have a look there. I'll try. You know, we're trying to do our best here.
Is that your VRAM? That's
yeah. Then when it crashes, it says in the log file that it was under a tremendous pressure state of some sorts like that. Some wording like pressure state was just too much to handle, and it crashes.
it not your speed brake that's causing it?
No, the speed brake is causing the shudder, not the stutter. No, the stutter, you'll hear that the sound sometimes goes away. It's like it takes a breath. Because what happens is my frames also drop below 20 at that point in time. Then it's like it breathes. You know, then there's no sound, and then it just continues a split second later. We're teetering right at the edge of a crash.
Engine anti-ice?
I was just thinking about it.
Magnus, are you still here?
I am.
Quick question. So at Gatwick, I'm at Gatwick, and it's showing snow on the ground. In fact, it's showing snow everywhere. There is no snow in real world. So is that because the temperature is so cold that it just puts snow in?
No. Like snow or any snow and ice is both accumulated on the server because of the precipitation, and temperature dictates if there's an accumulation or not. This can be misplaced at times, and if that happens, you have the season slider to adjust it.
Right, I'll give that a go.
Make left?
Sure thing.
Make left?
Yeah.
Look at my screen quick. See the seasonal change, yeah. What you can do is look at my screen at the top. You just take it away. Let it look. Snow's gone. See? And there it's back. That's your slider.
Okay, I'll do that now.
And at maximum, it will always just show what the server is actually putting out. It will never surpass that.
Yeah. So that matches your server information. And this is how you fix it if you need a quick fix.
Gotcha.
You must come more often. You learn a lot, yeah.
Yeah, I know. I remember when I got X-Plane 10, after my aborted sessions with FSX, I think I spent 3 weeks pressing every single key on the keyboard, finding out what they did.
Mm-mm.
I tend to do that. Eventually I get there.
Mm-hmm. Magnus?
Yeah, I like the clouds, how they look now.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're not even done with shaping yet, but this
yeah.
shaping looks pretty good.
Marvelous, man. It's absolutely marvelous.
An observation we made earlier was compared even with yesterday, Nico's clouds seem to be less blurry, more realistic looking. Now, whether that's just for the lower clouds or not, I don't know. But
what I've seen is the lower clouds are more quality clouds than when you go higher up.
Yeah.
Morning, John.
Is that
could
built in?
With the atmosphere at the different levels as well.
Yeah, it could be.
But yeah, could mention it to Andre.
Yes. Ooh, it's struggling. Listen to that. Oh, it's struggling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And Krister, you set season to max 15%, then you will never get full snow coverage if there is complete snow coverage.
Yeah. Laurie.
Yeah.
It went through my 4,000. It did everything by the book, huh?
Yeah, no, I see that. Yeah.
To level off.
No, I don't reduce any sound quality in Explained. The only stuff that I reduced was the texture quality, and then all my sliders, I pulled them as far left as feasible. Scotsman, you have to wait till I get on the ground. It's all the standard things. Hang on, there is a little bit of time. Let's quickly just go there. The flight there.
Well, Krister, if you like it there, then just keep it there. The message is, though, that you won't get the full coverage. It's just how the mechanics work.
Yeah.
You will not get full coverage on 15%. If you want full coverage, you put it at 100. You want partial coverage, you put it further down.
This thing must not bomb now. Please, 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 please.
But if you like it there, keep it here.
Keep it
there.
Hello, Extreme. Yeah, a long time, eh? Right. You don't have Ian installed. I don't think Ian would make a difference, Scotsman. Yeah, it's not about Ian. It's about the flow of how the approach works. Your star brings you to 7,000. Then you need to descend in the hold down to 4,000. You see, and that's the part you guys missed for some reason. And I don't know why you missed that. My system didn't. Mine caught on to the fact, so I don't know. Don't know what happened there.
Morning, Nico. Nice to have you back from holidays.
Lekker, yeah, thank you. I love him. I love the landing lights on the clouds. It's amazing.
Nico, did you have by any chance to test Linda for the CG?
Yeah, no, she's out. She's broken. I spoke to Eugenie and he said they'll test her and fix her.
Oh, very good. Nice.
Yeah. Level up one works, but not the Zebo one. I think he did, and from what I understand from the conversation, it was him and Scotsman that had the problem. The other guys, Laurie, did the other guys also have the problem, Scotsman? Or was it
John
just
had
you
a
two?
problem.
John also had a problem. Yeah.
But John couldn't catch the glide slope. Maybe it was too high.
Yeah, probably too high. Also, if you're too low, you can't catch it, eh? I mean, that's a setting in the EFB. It doesn't allow you to catch your glide slope if you're below it. Or if the glide slope is below you, let me rather put it. So you just that slow. No man, now I'm talking crap. Let me get my mind straight. If you hit the approach button and the glide slope is already below you, in other words, you to I, yes, then you cannot capture it. You have to capture it when it's above you. Fly into it, basically. Sorry, it took me a second to just gather my thoughts there.
Yes, yeah.
So there's a setting in the EFB. Yeah, there's a setting in the EFB that says where you can allow or disallow the capture of the glide slope when it's below you. Right, so speed brake is armed, auto brake is armed. Secure the cabin. Linda's got the lights. We're doing this.
Radio altimeter.
Well, good luck to the Zebo code.
Yeah, you haven't got the synthetic nail.
Yeah, it's only in the level up where that problem exists. So Mr. Coffee and Mr. Peter will have to talk to each other to figure that one out.
Cabin crew, take your seats, prepare for landing. Ready for landing checklist.
You haven't set your minimums.
No, in the Cat 3B you don't set minimums. Cat 3B doesn't come with them. It's Cat 3A will be a 50-foot minimum on RA. And on Cat 3B there's no minimums, it's 0. So last time somebody who said it, Sasha or somebody said to me, oh, you need to set it as well, and then we had the same discussion. So what I did was I just went and set the RA to 0. Just to show you, see I'm busy setting it there, the radio is at 0. One, 0, 4, 0. No icing, we're okay.
1,000 feet, stabilized, Mr. Birch, altitude set.
Hey Jerry, as long as you're happy, but yeah, I don't bother when I do a Cat 3B.
500, cleared to land runway 08 right.
400. 500. 300. 200.
Oh, that's very nice. I'm just going to let it go anyway.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Oh, how nice is that?
Speed brake up. Reverse unlocked. Auto brake in use.
Did you have to disengage auto throttle or does it do it automatically?
On the Cat 3B and the Cat 3A, it does it automatically.
60 knots.
All I do is I just match my
Great landing. You are professional.
Throttle, my hardware throttle with the Zebo throttle. So, in other words,
that was a
yeah,
perfect example of how auto land should work.
absolutely.
Of
After
course.
landing procedure.
After landing procedure.
Excellent, Tommy. Glad you liked it. I'll try and do a replay if you give me a minute or so. Let me just go and switch off everything and file my flight plan and everything. You know what? I'm just going to park right here.
After landing procedure complete.
Oh, that was a very good Zebo landing, that one.
Flaps up and set.
Right, so let me just see what I can do here. File my flight so that works. Yo, this thing jumps. It doesn't give me the smooth slider as always, so just bear with me, guys. It really jumps. Wycliffe, I did. Mine looks slightly different, so maybe I must just zip mine up and send it to you because I don't know where what got missing. I make sure I manage my speed, my energy the whole time with Common VNAV. I don't let it run away from me. Like your breathing is in your mic, huh? I'm not aware of the exact specifics, but I think you're being oversensitive right now, Jacob. It also depends on where you've got your EFB set. Remember, there's different thresholds that you can set for spooling up again and things like that. So they're also going to have an influence. Oh, that's not bad, eh? Yeah, I love it, man. Love it. Let's do this again. Let's stand over here. Let's check this thing. It disappears. And we see a little bit and then it's gone again. Oh my goodness. Anyway, I hope you guys like that. I hope
Thanks, that was
that's
great,
good.
Nico.
Yeah, thank you everybody for flying with and so on. Laurie, maybe try it again. See if you can pick up on something.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it just now. Yeah.
Tommy, no, it doesn't. When you do the auto land, you still need to pull back on your throttles to go to your reverses. All right, that's it. Everybody, go have fun. We'll talk again later, I suppose. Depends on my family, but if I don't see you now, we'll see you in the week. Have fun, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.